Hey folks, thanks for joining us today at Troll Theater. Today we'll be exploring the action thriller movie Nobody, starring Bob Odenkirk. As always, spoilers ahead, let's get started. Hutch Mansell is a seemingly ordinary man. He has 2 children with his wife Becca. He has an unremarkable job as an office worker in his father-in-law Eddie's metal fabrication company, and generally keeps to himself. The tedium of his life is slowly grinding on him. He and his wife have not been intimate in years, and his son Blake has no respect for him. Only his daughter, Sammy, shows him any affection. One night, a man and woman break into his home and hold him at gunpoint, demanding money. Hutch gives them his watch, but when they try to leave, Blake tackles one of them. Hutch is about to attack them with a golf club, but stops himself and lets them get away, resulting in Blake getting a black eye. The incident causes Blake to drift even further away from his father, and everyone in Hutch's life, from his neighbor, who claims he wishes the burglars had picked his place, to his brother-in-law at work, who gives him a gun to protect his family. They all want to know why he didn't try to stop the intruders. We find out next that Hutch has made an offer to buy his father-in-law's business. When asked why, Hutch states he just wants something that's his. Hutch contacts his supposedly deceased half-brother Harry on a hidden radio in his office. When asked why he held back, Hutch explains that the burglars were desperate, scared, and using an unloaded gun, a .38 special with electrical tape on the handle. Later that day, Sammy asks her father for help finding her bracelet, which Hutch believes the thieves took. Without saying a word, he goes to see his elderly father David and borrows his old FBI badge and gun to track down the burglars. He visits several tattoo shops in an attempt to find a match to the female burglar's tattoo. He finds the information he's after and heads to their apartment. After sneaking in through an open window, he proceeds to threaten them. But when he realizes they robbed him to get money to pay for their sick baby's medical treatment, he leaves in shame. The bus he takes home is stopped by a gang of Russian thugs, and Hutch takes out his frustration by savagely beating all of them. When one of them is having trouble breathing after getting hit in the neck, he saves his life by a makeshift tracheostomy using a drinking straw. Upon arriving home, Hutch finds his wife sitting in the kitchen. She sees the state he's in and helps tend to his wounds. Hutch takes this opportunity to make it known that he misses his wife's companionship. He misses her embrace, her kiss, and being intimate with her. Seemingly without a care in the world, we now see Julian arrive at Club Melina. He approaches several business associates who seem to scold him on his flamboyant lifestyle. His response is immediate. He breaks a glass and ends the life of a man who was standing nearby. Julian then receives a phone call informing him of his younger brother's condition. Enraged by what he sees, Julian grabs a chair and throws it at one of his brother's recovering friends. He demands to know how he can find the man that hurt his brother. Slowly, a Metro card is raised and he has his answer. Hutch, while enjoying breakfast with his family, receives a phone call from his half-brother Harry, who sends him to see a man referred to only as the barber, who provides Hutch with information about one of his victims. He is the younger brother of Yulian Kuznetsov, a notorious Russian mob enforcer. Although Yulian despises his brother, he feels an obligation to avenge him. After blackmailing a Pentagon employee, Yulian finds out exactly who he's dealing with. He sends a crew led by his right-hand man Pavel to attack Hutch at home. Hutch hides his family in the basement and kills most of the attackers before Pavel subdues him with a taser and puts him in the trunk of a car to take him to Julian. Finding a fire extinguisher in the trunk, Hutch uses it to blind his abductors, causing the car to crash, killing Pavel. Hutch returns home, sending Becca and the children away to a safe location, and after rounding up what's left of Julian's crew, it is then explained that Hutch is a former auditor, an assassin employed by intelligence agencies to kill people who were considered untouchable or too difficult to arrest. He did his work diligently until he let a target he was supposed to kill for embezzling U.S. government funds go free. Returning to check on the man a year later, Hutch finds that the man has built a new life and family for himself. Wanting a life akin to his, Hutch decides to retire against the wishes of his superiors, and since then, he has done everything possible to suppress any memories of his old life. Hutch discovers his daughter Sammy's kitty cat bracelet where it was all along, on the floor by the couch. He then sets his home on fire, destroying any evidence, Julian's men included. Before leaving, he steals his neighbor's '72 Challenger. Two of Julian's men pay a visit to Hutch's father in the nursing home, intending to kill him. They don't succeed. Hutch gives his father-in-law Eddie a stash of gold bars to buy his company from him. His brother-in-law doesn't agree but is quickly silenced. Meanwhile, Julian finds out that his hitmen have all been killed and orders every remaining man to arms. Hutch, knowing an assault is coming, begins his preparations. He attacks the Obshack and burns the money Julian was protecting for the mob. When done, Hutch comes face to face with Julian at Club Molina, telling him that he can either choose to come after him or he can take what he has left and flee. Julian angrily pursues Hutch to the factory, where David and Harry show up to help Hutch eliminate the gangsters, using a variety of weapons and deadly traps that Hutch has set up. They kill all the gunmen with the exception of Julian, who shoots and wounds Harry. Hutch charges him with a claymore mine attached to a bulletproof shield and detonates it, killing Julian. He let his father and brother escape and is arrested by the police, only to be quickly released with no charges filed. 3 months later, while buying a new home with Becca, Hutch receives a call via his realtor's cell phone, suggesting that his services are still required. In a mid-credits scene, Harry and David drive to an undisclosed location in an RV filled with guns. Hey folks, if you made it to the end, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. This was my first try at this, so hopefully the videos will get better as I do more of them. If you'd like to support the channel, please visit our website at trolltheater.com. We've assembled some great sweepstakes offers, and we get credit for sending you should you decide to join any. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.